Is it in the box?
Yeah, I just forgot to grab it. I got all the meeting to order. We'll start with the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I believe we don't have any amendments or adoptions to the agenda. Approval for the minutes from February 4th, 2021.
The agenda.
Or adopt the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Passes 5-0-0. Minutes from February 4th, a regular meeting. Look over and see if
Under accounts payable, it says February 5th.
Okay.
Just probably change it.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstain? 4-0-1. Accounts payable, Counselor Costello.
A couple good things. Schumacher's excavating, their pay request, final payment for the 2019 street project is on there, so that is 75655. Other large one out of the sewer account, sewer restricted fund is 23,418, and that was for metal services of Blooming Prairie for the RBC work. Then we had two dues, both one to the ambulance and one to the fire board. So that's 75666 and 75667. That's about it. So I'll make a motion to approve the accounts payable in the amount of $197,012.87.
Any questions for Tina? All in favor? Opposed? Passes 5-0-0. Number 5, public comments. Individuals may address the city council about any item of concern. Speakers must state their name and limit their remarks to 5 minutes. But during COVID, we like to have call-ins. Kimberly, did we get anything?
Nothing today.
Brian?
Nothing? Nope.
That closes our portion of the public comment. 7A, water sewer shutoff update. Kim?
Okay, well, I drafted a letter that basically stated that at this time, we aren't currently doing water shutoffs, but we have real concerns about people getting behind in their bills and having a large balance at the end. I sent out 40 letters and 40, yes. And I think we're going to get some good response for it. We've had a couple of responses already, probably crossed in the mail, but hopefully we'll get some of these put on a payment plan so it's not so shocking for them. When we do get to turn off, I would really hate to see people sitting with a $1,000 bill when they could maybe keep it in a couple hundred. I don't want to do that to them because then you have to pay the whole thing and it's not nice. So it's out there. I just want to make you aware if you hear anything from anyone. I will tell you that of the 40 I sent out, there was no one unusual on there. So it does tend to be the same set of people that we see on those bills all the time. So just sometimes people struggle. I don't need for you to get cornered and somebody say anything. So those letters went out this week.
I guess the only thing, Kim, next council, can you just give us an update just to kind of see out of them 40 where we're at, if we get response or
Sure.
what we need to do. Any questions for Kim? Thanks, Kim. 8A, new business, 2019 street improvements, final pay requests. Brian.
Yes, WHKS submitted this to us. The 2019 projects on here are the Phase 1 St. Paul Road, South 14th Street, The East Avenue and South First Street projects, everything has been substantially completed, so we're ready to accept the project and pay the final pay request.
Any questions for Brian
Maybe Mike might have comments?
or Mike?
No, we did a walkthrough on it and everything seems to be really good there. So, I think we're all satisfied with that.
Thanks, Mike. We have the motion.
Yep.
Make a motion to get the final. Here's my score. Okay. Here's my score.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 5-0-0. Thanks, Brian. 8B, chip sealing and crack sealing quotes. Mike Olson.
We typically try to get a chip sealing and crack sealing quote in, or a project in every year, and we've got one laid out this year. And again, on the crack sealing, the city staff will do all the crack sealing ahead of the chip sealing. The quotes were pretty competitive. They were within, I don't have it right in front of me, but they were really close, so I was happy with the quotes.
Mike, how is that compared to the last couple of years in quotes?
I'd have to go back, Todd. I don't, it depend on how much square yards we were doing other years. But the price, I think the price was within 3 or 4 cents a square yard, so it didn't go up a whole lot.
Thanks, Mike. Any questions for Mike? Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the crack sealing project to Farmer Asphalt in the amount of $47,132.72.
Two separate motions? Okay.
So it's for 2 different.
Okay, we'll do the first one for the chip sealing.
And I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 5-0-0. And a motion for the rental equipment
Yeah, sealer machine and the plexi sealer.
from Brock White.
Yep, for $3,936.
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 5-0-0. Thanks, Mike. Frozen water service discussion.
Miss C.
Oh, okay, sorry. C, cleaning, inspection, and sanitary sewer lines. Mike.
We have had a known problem up on Larson Drive area. What it is infiltration into an old clay pipe of the groundwater, and it creates a calcium deposit, which over time sloughs off and blocks the water line, or I'm sorry, the sewer line. So at this time, I want to get a camera report of that so we got a good idea what we're looking at, and then we'll have to make some decisions what to do after that. And I'm guessing it's going to be a lining project in order to correct that problem. We've had a couple blockages up there and a couple of insurance claims on that. So I would just like to see us move forward and take some corrective actions on that before it causes more problems. But it is old clay line. And like I said, it's just the infiltration. So lining would correct that problem if that's what it looks like after the camera report. And then I have some extra cameraing as long as they're in town to do for Jefferson ahead of the project on Jefferson. So we know what kind of shape that line is from Mill Street up to Lincoln.
Thanks, Mike. Any questions for Mike?
I'll go ahead.
you're looking for a motion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and make the motion to Empire Pipe Services for the videoing of the pipes in the amount of $10,839.50.
Second that.
All in favor? Opposed? Passes 5-0-0. Thanks, Mike, again. 8D, frozen water service discussion, Brian and Mike.
Yeah, we're starting to get some frozen water service in certain areas. So we put out a recommendation over the weekend on Facebook telling people they should run one of their faucets. This is similar to what was done back in 2014 when it was really cold and there was all kinds of problems. So I gave you the wording of what was adopted by council back in 2014 as far as giving a credit up to 5,000 gallons over regular usage for those who call and inform staff they're running water. We just want to have some discussion about that, if that's something that the council would want to do again this year, given the cold weather we've been having. Even though it's going to warm up, the frost is still driving down deeper and deeper. So it's, I think back in, we also put together a policy back in 2014, and that was, it suggested, for 2 months of running water. So Mike, you can chime in if any more details.
No, I think that about covers it. I know this year for frozen water lines there's been nobody that we've had in the past. They're all new people with frozen water lines. I guess that isn't saying, I think it was only 2 frozen water lines, and then we had one that was broke the other night from freezing, but all different than any other year that we've had frozen water lines. We kind of know our known problems for freezing lines, so.
So Mike, would staff recommend moving forward at this now, or should we hold on it? Are we still recommending people run their water?
Well, yeah, because the funny thing of it is, even with this warm stretching coming up, typically your frost will push down, and that's what the cause of the problem is. So I'd still recommend running the water and checking water temperatures.
You might want to put that on Facebook again.
It's on.
To remind, to say, just because it's warmer out, don't stop.
Still check your water temperature.
Yeah.
And they have to call the city hall and let us know that they're running it. Is that?
I'm running mine.
I'm not. So this is question.
I'm ready.
So with the policy that we enacted in 2014, do you need to take action on it as council, or is it okay with policy? So if this arises, where we need to utilize this, is it just?
I think we just need your approval to do it because we as staff can't change billing unless we have approval from you. We can't remove charge.
So every time?
Yes, I would prefer that.
Have we had any calls now? I mean,
I don't believe Miranda's taken any, but not if Sarah. Not that I know of, but it is on Facebook and people are kind of talking about it. You know, people are talking about measuring their water temperature.
It looks like we did have a date on the policy of February 26th. So maybe we want to reword some of that.
How long was it cold?
Well, I think we started this on Saturday. It was put out there. Is that right, Kim?
Larry called me last week.
Oh, Larry told you?
Yeah.
You could use them in April.
Well, no, it started on February after, which freeze after February 26th is what the policy says. So we should at least have that say after February 8th or something like that, or it could be today. It could be
we'd have to date it today.
today, yeah. So the 18th.
So just FYI, this won't appear on the bill that's going to be going out at the end of the month, because that's right on the 15th. So any running won't appear until the March and April bills.
Council's wishes? Can I get a motion?
Oh, they can't open.
What's that? Amended date. Today, second.
All in favor?
All right.
Opposed? Passes 5-0-0. Thanks, Brian and Mike. Reports. Brian?
My report is Jefferson. We have a bond pre-sale meeting. We will have a bond pre-sale meeting on March 18th, at the March 18th council meeting, excuse me. This will be a public meeting. The bond sale will be on April 15th. And with closing then, funds will be available around May 6th. Staff and the design team, we're going to have a kickoff meeting with Goodhue County on Thursday, February 15th. And then after that, we will follow up with regular project management team meetings, which will include MnDOT in May. Goodhue County has to be part of administering the earmark or the bonding dollars, because we are a community of less than 5,000 people, so we need the county to do some work for us. So we're going to discuss that, what their role is going to be, that type of things at that kickoff meeting with them. We just finished up with interviews for replacing Ryan as the community and business development specialist. Interviewed 3 really great candidates, and we're gonna make a decision soon.
That it?
That's it for me.
Thanks, Brian.
But I have a question. February 15th, you met with them, or you're meeting with them?
I think you meant March 15th.
Yes, excuse me, March 18th is when we're gonna meet, and then April 15th will be with MnDOT. No, let me think, wait, no, sorry. No, February 25th. Sorry,
The next week.
next week.
With Goodhue County, right?
I believe so. Let me just make sure here. You
It's all right.
get too many meetings,
I thought you had said February 15th, so I was like, well, what was the other meeting?
We already had it, yeah, no.
Monday, okay. Monday. We're good, you can move on.
Okay. Mike Olson, report.
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Thanks, Mike. James?
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Thank you. Kimberly? Thank you. Ryan?
It's been about 10 to 15 years since the last time Zumbrota area sent a cohort to the Blandon Foundation for retreat. If there's anybody interested in participating in another cohort to attend a retreat with the Blandon Foundation and receive training on community development, on community building, please let me know, so that way we can get everybody listed on an application for 2022.
Yeah, we're real.
Yeah, oh yeah, me, I'd like to.
Whoever hasn't.
Yeah. Is that it, Ryan?
Yes.
Thank you. Chief?
Nothing tonight.
Thank you. Matt? I have nothing. Counselor Durham?
Nothing.
Costigan? Yeah. Horvath?
I have nothing tonight.
Friggy?
I just wanted to mention that I got in touch with the gentleman at the State Fire Marshal's office about the grant that we had received for the fire department. And we were able to recoup the dollars that the fire department has spent above and beyond what the CARES funds were that we got from the city and the fire boards. And we should be able to get our installation paid for as well through that grant.
Perfect.
Wow.
Perfect. Thanks, Bob. Meeting's adjourned. What? No?
You heard him.